Have you ever been in a situation where you wished your father was not wealthy?
Never. Never. Never.
Do you know the price of fuel in Nigeria today?
Do you believe that being poor is a choice?
What's your definition of being broke?
My question is quite simple. Can I take you out?
What?
Can I take you out?
I'm 19 years old.
Why not?
As a less privileged, I come to you and I ask, wow, would you be my friend? What response would you give to me?
What's the most expensive item you've ever bought?
How do you feel about the poor masses, and do you feel like you're obligated to do something for them?
That being said, can you do giveaway for us?
I am Wahab Okoya. I am a billionaire son, and today I'm going to be answering questions from 20 random strangers.
Okay, can we have the first question?
Hi, my name is Lao Alokikiola. My question is, how's life being a billionaire son? Not just any billionaire, the well-known Okoya in Lagos State.
It's really good, actually. I can't even lie to you. It has its ups and downs. Let me explain why. Obviously, it's not as much as someone less privileged, and I'll never try and make it as much as that, but it definitely has its downs. So obviously, you have to always think, is this person genuine when they're talking to you or something? Are they trying to get something out of you? Everyone is always asking for money. Every single day, they're always asking for money. And you can't give money to everyone, even though you want to. But those are the kind of downs about it, but obviously it's not really downs, it's just inconveniences, really. And also, me growing up, my dad has also made it really clear to us that we have to work for everything he's given us. So I remember going to the factory on weekends when I was 7, 8, 9, 10, since I knew and had a brain, I've been going to the factory, and he'd teach us everything. We'd go around. The factory is really big, so imagine going around every single day. So obviously that was kind of sad, because you see all your friends going out and you're working, but now it's obviously paying off.
He had to work. I've not heard that before, considering what we're seeing on social media.
It was with good intentions, so I can't be angry. I can never be angry. You see him going to work even at his old age, and it's he's doing it for us.
My name is Ari, and I want to ask, what's your definition of being broke?
That's such a good question, because as a uni student, even I get broke. There's some times where there's been less than £10 in my account. Obviously, there's savings.
I think I find that hard to believe. Not that I'm not being judgmental. I mean, it's possible, but...
We've all been broke before. We've all been broke. It's a normal thing. It's life. I'm sure even the richest of people have been broke once or twice in their life. So it shouldn't be shocking to anyone. You're never really broke. I feel broke is a mindset.
Sorry.
Especially for someone, you guys.
I don't feel it's a mindset, because I feel like a lot of people who are broke right now do not have the resources or are not being able to access certain opportunities.
Broke is a mindset, honestly. As long as you have 2 working legs, 2 working hands, a brain, you can always do something to get money.
Sorry, you said in pounds. Don't you have money in there?
I school in the UK, and it's hard to convert, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
You said that being broke is a mindset. Good. Now, do you believe in your heart that being poor is a choice?
Let me tell you what my definition is, because that's very important. I think being poor and broke is 2 different things. I feel being broke is you're living in a house, you have money, you're eating every day, but then you just don't have money right now. But being poor is you're struggling, it's hard for you to eat, hard to get good shelter. So no, I don't think being poor is by choice. For some people, it is by choice because they just don't want to work. But I feel most times it's not a choice.
Being poor is not a choice now. We don't choose the kind of background and family we are born into. But I believe to a certain extent that remaining poor is a choice.
Hi, I'm Muyoa. What's one thing about being successful you learned from your dad that you secretly question?
Nothing really. I feel like my dad plays by the rule book a lot. He doesn't take much risks. He does everything according to the books. Everything he's giving me in terms of advice is very much out there already.
So do you know the price of fuel in Nigeria today?
It's crazy. I overheard it a few days ago and it's crazy. You guys, it's crazy. If you compare Nigeria today to Nigeria of 3 years ago, we're getting better. And I know it's because you guys live in Nigeria. For us that go to school and come back, when I come back, the change is so visible. I just feel we're not giving our government enough credit because they're actually trying. It's hard.
Hi, my name is Femi. At what age did you realize your father was a billionaire? And would you also consider yourself a billionaire, or it's just your father's money? Davido himself, do you also know his dad was rich until quite later? A lot of people that are not that rich don't realize that we are not that privileged. So I just wanted to find out if the way we experience it is the same way they experience it.
But I've always kind of knew that my dad was a billionaire. The type of house I lived in wasn't normal. People would always kind of talk, especially in school, the teachers, students, they always kind of just hint stuff. So I've always kind of knew that my dad had a lot of money, and I always consider his money his money. I never try and look at his money as my money. That's not good for anyone to do.
Moyosola here. There's a vast gap between the rich and the poor. Would you agree that the whole world system is designed to make the rich richer and the poor poorer? Would you say you are more focused, or is the pressure on you to continue the legacy your father had set down, or are you more interested in building your own legacy?
I'll answer the second question first. There's not really any pressure because he's made it very clear, and it's obviously if I don't want to do it, I won't be doing it. Since I want to do it, the pressure is completely off. If I didn't want to do it, of course there'll be pressure, but I want to do it. So for the first question, I feel like with the way social media is now, there's more opportunities for the less privileged to make a name for themselves or start from nothing. You see a lot of people doing influencing now, you see a lot of people doing lots of stuff. So I feel like now, with the way social media is, especially in Nigeria, you can literally blow and make money by doing anything.
Hello, my name is Muyo. As someone who grew up wealthy, what is your take on relationships? Do you go into a relationship with a mindset that our interests might not be genuine, or it might be financially motivated?
Let me just put this out there. Always sign a prenup. Like, I can't even shout about that. You don't want it to be a case where someone is marrying you for your money. Always have that protection. And that's what I think about when I'm getting into a relationship, even though I'm single. Know the person, know their morals, know what they want, know what you want.
My name is Toyin, and what's the hardest thing you've had to work for yourself?
Probably school, because you can't buy that. Like my exams and stuff, that's probably the hardest thing I've had to work for.
I think for us, the hardest thing we've ever had to work for is actually your subscription. You that you're watching, you know yourself. You've watched multiple videos and you still not subscribe. Hit the subscribe button, they vex you. Hit the subscribe button. We're trying to hit 500,000 subscribers before the first half of this year. Now, let's get back into the show.
My name is Adeyemi. I want to ask a question about friendship. Obviously, it's not everybody that's going to be a billionaire son. How do you manage to keep up with them without them seeing you as arrogant or something like that?
My friends are all my childhood friends, so we all went to the same school. We all kind of have similar background. And obviously, to my friends that aren't really in the same type of background, I feel like they understand, and they don't really see it as me being arrogant or doing too much. But I don't try and do too much in front of anyone I know is less privileged or not have it as easy as me. Like code switching, basically.
What's something people assume about you that is completely wrong?
When I was around like 6, 7, school was difficult, obviously. And people just thought, oh, this guy is not serious because his dad has money, his parents have money, so he doesn't really care about school. But I was honestly trying my best. I didn't like when people presumed about me. Now, people always just think I have it easy in life, everything is given to me, even though it is, but there's also a lot of things that go into it, if you get what I mean.
My name is Jeremiah. My question is, if your family was unknown, what would you want people to know you for?
I want to be unknown, honestly, because everyone wants to be rich and unknown than rich and known. You get?
If you were to start over, but not as a billionaire son, as a common person, what would you do to scale yourself to get to where your dad is right now? Or what have you learned from him to get him to where he is right now? I feel like the economy these days, for we that we are actually the youth now, is way harder than how it was for them back then. So I'm like, is he also willing to work as hard as his dad did to get to where he is right now?
That's such a tough question, because when my dad started, he had basically nothing. He learned a lot from his dad also, as I am right now, I'm learning a lot from him. So what I would do to get to this current level if I had nothing, pray a lot. Without God, you're nothing. Pray a lot. Think about what you're passionate about. Don't do what you're not passionate about. So I'll probably do something I'm passionate about. And if you're good at it, there's no way you're not going to make money. Learn under someone. See how they do like their day-to-day stuff. See how they plan their life and try and exhibit that.
So my name is David, and my question for you is, what does money make harder and not easier?
I can't sit down here and tell you what money makes harder. Money makes everything easy. That's why everyone wants money. Do you get? I've never seen where money makes anything hard, so I can't answer that question. Money makes everything easy, in my opinion.
Okay, my name is Afolabi, and my question for you is that with the kind of influence you have and the exposure you're gonna, what do you feel that or think that most Nigerian youths are supposed to be building or doing right now, but you don't probably see it, but you wish people are doing?
I think anyone in my situation or similar situation to me, I feel you should be doing something with your platform. If you're 16, 15 plus, you should be doing something because you have it very easy. And including myself, I don't think we understand that to a point. Our parents have worked so hard for us to have it easy, and I feel the best thing to do is to do something with it.
When you go to an event, your dad is like the biggest person in the room. When he leaves, you're going to be expected to be a bigger person. So there's a whole lot of pressure. So how do you handle that pressure? Everybody's looking at you.
When your dad is the big fish, you can't be seen in muddy waters. You don't want to do something that will embarrass your dad, bring shame to the family and things like that.
I don't know, I actually don't think there's any pressure. But even if there is, it doesn't get to me because I know I'm going to be big in the future. And it's not even me being arrogant, it's just because I know what I want to achieve in this life. From a very young age, the goal has always just been to be better than him. And that's what he's been raising us for, to be better than him. So I'm ready to be better than him.
I don't believe, but him saying there's no pressure, that's an expectation, and that is something that is expected. You're not expected to have pressure, even though there is pressure. I was impressed.
My name is Priceless, and one question I want to ask you is, besides your family's name, what are you most passionate about?
Just making money, that's what I'm passionate about, I swear to God. I'm sure everybody's passionate about that. I can't imagine myself being broke. I don't even want to imagine it. No matter how I get the money, of course, only if it's legal. That's my number one goal in life, make money.
So when I mean by passion, I mean what's your dream? That sounds cringe, but what are you passionate about?
To make money, that's my dream.
That's your dream?
To make money, that's my dream. I can't say anything, that's my dream.
I was expecting something deeper. Fez, nobody wants to be broke.
I'm Helen Arobusoye. In a country like Nigeria, where the economy is not stable, how do you balance risk-taking? What would you advise a young person to go into? Also, what's one struggle you have that people don't believe you have because you're rich?
Everybody, no matter where you are in life, you have struggles. Everybody has something they are dealing with. So I was really curious to know what his struggle was.
In terms of risk-taking, I don't really take much risks. I'll say invest in yourself. This country is moving at a fast pace, so you need to be moving with the times. If you're still a student like me, read your books, get the A's, get the B's, no C's allowed. For the second question, I don't struggle with this, but something people don't understand is this nepotism thing isn't free because I'm still expected to work for everything. When I'm working in the factory in Eleganza, start work at 7 o'clock, probably won't leave till 8 o'clock, and by the time I get home, it's 9. It's draining, but it's all worth it. And people don't understand that struggle aspect of it.
So my question is nepotism bad in your opinion?
No.
Thank you.
And the people who say nepotism are bad, I'm confused because it's if you were in nepotism, you would not be saying these things you're saying. I don't know, it comes from, I won't say jealousy because that's very big, but I'll say people are saying it is. I didn't say it is, but people are saying it is. I'll say it comes from envy. Maybe they just want to be in your shoes, which is understandable. I never really judge people on it, but I also feel if you were in my shoes, you would do exactly what I'm doing.
My dad is somehow a big person, and every time I go to school, I'm always going to school with escorts. So when people are always Nepo baby is getting easy, I'm no, we still have to struggle on our own.
Because of money and resources that you have from being a billionaire son, it kind of removes risk and consequences from things. So how do you ensure that your character is developing? I just believe that because there's not an easy way out. The easy way out being money. If you're less privileged, you have to take things. You have to take initiative more compared to having a safety net of money.
So I grew up with not that much access to money. My parents always made sure the amount of money we had was limited. I do know the value of money, but money doesn't really move me like that. All the money I've had to get, I've worked for it.
Hi, my name is Jamal. How do you feel about the poor masses, and do you feel like you're obligated to do something for them?
It came from a place of looking at politicians online. So it's do you guys think about poor people?
I wake up every day, I think, why me? Why not the other people. So obviously when people ask for money or when I just even see people on the road, I feel obligated to do something because God has blessed me. And I feel like it's a test. It tests your character. It tells a lot about you. Anyone in my shoes should be doing the same thing. So it's always good to give out and it's always good to show love to anyone.
A vast amount of people in the society believe to acquire a certain level of wealth, you need to take advantage of the loopholes in the society. So would you agree with that fact, whether it's true or not?
We have this belief that we hate nepotism until we are the receiving end. I just wanted to satisfy my curiosity.
So basically using your connections to your advantage.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's true, but it's still true that you can do that on your own. Obviously, it would be harder. My dad built everything he had by himself. That was before he was known. He didn't have as much connections as he does today.
Hi, my name is Blessings. Do you think people want to meet you or the idea of you? Then also, what do you think is a stereotype about money that people have that you think on the surface is not actually what it is?
All right, to answer the second question, I think a common stereotype is money is the root to all evil. It's true in a sense, but if someone is evil, they're evil, and they'll do evil with the money. I thought with the way in which I've marketed myself, I think people want to meet the idea of me. It's the same thing for a lot of celebrities. They're taking the pictures to like show their friends, oh, I met Wahab Okoya. But obviously some other people, they want to meet you for you, and they have conversations with you, but some other people just want to meet you for the idea of you and like the social status of it.
My question is, earlier you mentioned that it's a blessing from God that you're positioned where you are, you know, you give a lot because you're a giver, a blesser. I felt that in my spirit. That being said, can you do giveaway for us? I mean, £10 would go
I do a lot of giveaways. I do a lot of giveaways, I promise you.
Like right now.
Oh no. Oh my face. I didn't think anyone was going to ask me this, but wow. I thought maybe after, but I didn't think before. I love people who take advantages of their opportunities, and she just shot her shot. Obviously, there's something for her. She's going to, I love when people take advantage of opportunities.
So I was hesitant to ask the question because I didn't want to come off as, you know, needy. So I was just like, maybe. And I did, and I'm glad I did. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Moyo. Do you check the price tags of material things before you purchase them?
100%. No matter how rich I get in the future, I would check the price tag of stuff. It's just how I was raised.
Have you ever been in a situation where you wished your father was not wealthy?
Never. Never. Even when I'm in school, I'm always like, I need to like get my money up. Like that's why I started my own brand of eleganza also. Even though how I was raised, I wasn't raised to suffer, honestly. Yeah, obviously, my parents give a lot of money to me and my siblings, but they're always still very much like, oh, what do you need the money for? Don't waste money. So I understood that, but if I want to spend money like how I want to spend money, I have to make the money.
How's your dating life as a billionaire son, either past relationship or right now? And also, as a blesser, I hope I do get blessed as well.
Okay, now to answer the last question, I don't like it when people copy other people's ideas. You should have asked first, I don't know, but I don't like when people copy other people's ideas. But obviously, there'll still be something for you. To the first question, I've been single all my life. I feel it's because when you're in a relationship, you should be taking complete care of whoever you're with. Your girlfriend should still be doing her own stuff, do you get? But I feel like you should take complete care of whoever you're with, and I've just not reached that level. And I thought until I reach that level, I won't be dating.
Hi, it's Amari again. Aside your father's brand, can you tell us more about your brand and what you've built so far?
So I've built kind of like a lifestyle brand in which we're just selling myself. I'll never call myself an influencer because I don't think I influence people. So obviously that's kind of one brand because you can make money off it. Then my second brand, which is my glasses brand, I can have one of them with me. Let me put them on.
Clock it.
Yeah, I built this from the ground up. And again, it's something I'm passionate about. I have at least one pair with me a day, and I would never sell someone something I don't use. I'm passionate about glasses, and they just never really made them how I like them. In Lagos, it's hard to get good glasses also. So I was like, let me start mine and make it really cheap for everyone to be able to get them. So yeah, that was really why I started it. And also just money, obviously. Who doesn't want extra money?
So, top of your head, what's your top 10 countries? If you have been to 10 countries, obviously Lagos is where the party is at, but I would like to know like vacation spot, maybe the Maldives, Mauritius, South Africa, stuff like that.
I don't have top 10, but I would give you guys my favorite. I don't even have a favorite country. My whole life is in Lagos. I love Lagos so much. Every time I go back to school, I dread it. But yeah, my favorite country is Lagos, and I always want to be in Lagos.
Earlier on, you mentioned about using our platform as young Nigerian to make money for ourselves so that we'll not be broke. What support do you give to young Nigerian that are just coming up? I ask this question because personally, I've been trying to build a brand with my platform. My new drink business. I've been posting, pushing, and it's looking as if I'm not doing anything. So for people that have influence like you, what do you think use your platform for to support those young Nigerians?
First of all, what's the name of your drink business? I think
okay, so it's called Tizo Drinks.
All right, so you guys get his drinks. I'm sure they taste good.
Okay, thank you.
But anytime someone ever tells me, oh, can you like repost this? Can you like give me a shout out? Can you do a video for my brand? Things like that, I always do it. And I tag everyone who helps me in terms of videography. If I wear a clothing brand from a young person like me, tag them, give them free shout outs.
What's the most expensive item you've ever bought, and did you feel guilty after getting it?
Did I feel guilty? No, I did not. Because it's like, just think about it from your perspective. If you bought some... If you get something really expensive, you know you've worked for the money, it feels the sweetest when you use your own money to buy it. I've noticed that. When I use my money to buy stuff, I just feel accomplished.
My name is Busayo, and I want to ask, what's your skincare routine? Is it money? Is it, please?
His skin is actually clear. I wait to hear what he wanted to say, like if you'd call any products.
I've gotten this question 1,000 times. Good food, money, of course, because skincare isn't cheap nowadays, trust me. Just find what works for you, really. Make sure your face is always clean. Don't touch your face with your hands. That's what makes you guys break out. Yeah.
Okay, it's Perry again. My question is quite simple. Can I take you out?
You what?
Can I take you out?
I'm 19 years old.
Why not? Yeah.
It matters. I just turned 19 3 months ago. I'm 19, you guys. I have to say no to that. How old are you? Everyone older than my brother, there's nothing I can do for you, man. But thanks for the invite, though. I would, but 29, I'm 19. That's 10 years. That's a bit crazy.
Wow, it's not bad. Sarah and Abraham in the Bible, 10 years. Shoot your shot, shoot your shot.
The kind of person I am, I'm an outsider person. He seems like a cool person. Like, maybe not usually outside, but I actually didn't know he was that young. I was just trying to be a friend, and it was just, my own way of just trying to also mingle.
You made mention of less privileged. Let's assume, as a less privileged, I come to you and I ask, wow, would you be my friend? What response would you give to me?
It sounds very entitled, I don't have to be your friend. And I get a lot of messages like that. Give me money. Not even hello, hi, just give me money. Oh, this is my number, save it. It's like, I don't even know you. So it's like, if you came up to me and were like, oh, be my friend, I'll look at you somehow, because it's like we didn't even have a conversation towards just said, be my friend. I'll look at you somehow. And I'll probably be like, why? Like, what do you have to offer? Do you get, even just the way you approached me wasn't good. So it's like, why should I be your friend?
I actually like the way you answered the question. Because I myself, if you walk up to me, I want to be your friend, right? Why? What do you have to offer?
How do you want to be remembered outside your family name? Anywhere it goes. First thing is, what is your name? And that is Wahab Okoya. So if it's not Wahab Okoya, then who are you?
I don't want to kind of be remembered outside of my family name, if that makes sense. I really do want to carry on his legacy. So I would want to be known as Wahab Okoya always, if that makes sense, because that's his dream in life. He wants his legacy to reach heights it hasn't even reached. So I would want to carry his name and my family name forever.
Okay, thank you very much. We've come to the end of this show.
Because I'm 19. Pardon? Oh, 6'5". I thought the most important questions asked here today were the ones that really just focused on my POV. A lot of times people just run with the narrative, so I just thought it was good for me to just say my part of the story and what the real truth is, really.
I thought he had ego. When you get to know them, They're chill.
It's just like a normal, regular, average person. So it doesn't necessarily mean that every wealthy person is vain.
I learned that no matter what happens, shoot your shots.
In my next life, be a billionaire's daughter.
To them, it's sort of like I have to multiply. So while we're thinking of money in a sort of additional way, they're thinking of money in a multiplication way.
I mean, I feel like everybody should grab opportunities. This 2026 is about grabbing every doors and opportunities.